Hi everyone, I have decided to finally post that video I've been saying I was going to post. This is the van that we have for sale that we have been living in for the last 2 years. This is a 2021 Mercedes-Benz diesel V6 144 wheelbase high roof Sprinter van. As you can see, we have the Flatline Vanco ladder outfit to the outside, and I am going to do a whole 360 around the van, show you the inside, open the doors, and everything, and hopefully this kind of alleviates any questions you guys have. All right, so let's go inside the van. As you can see, we have our bug screen right here in the passenger sliding door. As you go in, you can see our fridge, our butcher block counters, our vinyl 100% waterproof flooring, our marble backsplash, and then into the cab we go. We do have 100% power seats. They are heated, they are leather. We did build in an extra storage above the cab, which can be helpful for storing anything extra that doesn't fit in the rest of the van. There's plenty of cup holders in the van. The AC works. We have power folding and mirrors. Just giving you guys another overview of the front of the cab. This van has been honestly amazing. It's really upsetting to have to get rid of it. The windshield started off as a small crack, and as you can see, kind of expanded into a larger crack. Just haven't had the opportunity to get it fixed. And then as you can see, the track for the blackout curtains goes across the front right there, which keeps out a lot of the heat and is great for when you're trying to stealth camp. It keeps out a lot of the light that can come from within the van. All right, into the rest of the van, you can kind of get a glimpse of our tongue and groove ceiling here, the sink. We do have a little water spigot there, and as well as a soap dispenser. Here's another view of the extra countertop that kind of folds up for some extra counter space. Another view of the passenger entryway. This is 100% marble backsplash. I've had no issues with any cracks or anything like that. We have taken it into some pretty 4x4 areas. This is our Max fan, which was just recently replaced. Our old Max fan broke, so we put in a brand new one. It's barely been used at all. And then these are the 3/4 inch plywood cabinets that were overhead cabinets that we put in. They are on hinges, and they all have locks. That way when you open them, things aren't going flying around while you're driving. They all just got a fresh coat of paint. I did install this mirror on the outside of this one, that way I could see myself when I'm getting ready. I've used this as a really tiny little closet. There is some holes in the plywood from when we had previously had stuff in there, and then we remodeled and have taken them out. So some small cosmetic things, maybe some cleanup with the wires, maybe filling in the holes, but again, minor things. This is our isotherm fridge. It does have a small freezer compartment. It is the Elegance version. It is 12 volt. It is hardwired in. This has worked perfect for me and my husband to store our food for the week. It does have a little drawer on the bottom. The only thing is that the latch did break on the fridge, so it is a little bit difficult to open and close. Under here is our water heater. You can see the soap dispenser there in the back, the water filter for the spigot, and then that drains underneath the van into a gray tank that we can empty when we go to places where we empty the gray tank. Here is some extra drawers for storage. This is where we put little miscellaneous things. Ends up being like a trunk drawer where we put our silverware. The bottom drawer is the biggest drawer. It's mostly where we put our pots and pans and stuff like that. Sometimes we put bread and cans. As you can see, we put cans in there. I pulled out the toilet there for you guys to see. Honestly, you guys can put whatever you want in there. It is on heavy duty drawer slides, so that way you can sit on it and it won't break. It does lock, so it doesn't come flying out while you're driving. Here is some extra cabinet space. We do have a plug to plug in 120 volt, and then there is a switch to turn on and off the water heater from there. Another look at the marble backsplash and our little spice rack that we installed that's on magnets underneath the cabinet there. All right, another look at our brand new Max Air fan. You can set to a certain temperature and using the remote, and it will turn on and off depending on the temperature in the van. Now we're taking a look at our Fresh Air. It is not an AC. It does have a pump that pumps water from your fresh water tank into a filter, and that filters in pulling cold air into the van to bring cold air and bring down the temperature in the van. So it does work better in a more drier climate to cool down the van, and it does run off of 12 volts. So just wanted to clarify that it is not an AC. Taking a look at the back wall here, we have a TV mount there. We installed those 2 extra windows in the back. We do have shiplap walls. So looking in from the back of the van, this is our overhead cabinets where we kept most of our clothes. Most of our clothes fit in here for the most part, in here and in the little tiny closet. We did attach Velcro to the back of these seats here so that they don't go flying while we're driving. It was one of the issues we were having. And then underneath here is our water tank. There is some extra room where we did put some extra storage items like our chairs, our tent, hiking gear, hiking poles and stuff like that. On this side, this is the driver's side. This is where we have all of our electrical components, our inverter converter. This is our lagoon table that we use to detach and create the rest of the bed with the pillows. And then under this seat, you can see the rest of the electrical components. Most of it is Renogy. We do have 1 battleborn battery. So in total, we have 3 100 amp hour lithium ion batteries there. And there is some extra space in here to put a couple extra things for storage, but we keep it pretty empty. This is another storage bin. We used it as a dog bed, and then it ended up becoming a storage bed. And then here is the other side of the water tank. Again, you could see where you fill and where you could have some extra storage for some extra things that won't fit anywhere else in the van. And then this is the top of the van. You can see where the Max Air fan is and our solar panels. Opening up the back of the van here, we have 180-degree doors that open up. I did forget to show you guys that the step into the living space here, there is some extra storage under there as well. So keep in mind that I did forget to put that in the video, but just wanted to show you guys how the doors open all the way up and how the van looks like with the doors open. We decided to take the back off of the van. We had a panel here, but it was just easier to be able to grab our stuff without having it closed up. So that's it. Thank you.